Okay. Um, that is just really weird. Is anybody hearing anything now? Is it working now? Man, what the hell? Is it working? This is so weird. Give me a second. Is it still working? So you're telling me the whole time I haven't been saying anything. This is terrible. Yeah, okay. All right, this is good. Thank y'all for getting that mess cleared. That's total train wreck, man. That's YouTube for you. Y'all, that was YouTube. That was YouTube that messed up the show, man. Oh my god. Okay, so look, so that means that all the videos I was playing, y'all probably didn't hear a dang thing of it. Well, maybe you heard it, but maybe it wasn't me you couldn't hear. But where was I? Unbelievable technical glitches, boy. Atrocious. So basically, y'all, reparations, man. Yes, they are due. If you want to get right, or any country wants to get right that was involved in slavery, particularly these European countries, a lot of them seem to be really mad about it. Like they're mad that actually the vote actually came through. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I guess you have to hit the translation on your computer. That's the only thing I can tell you. I really don't know. I'm not my Spanish ain't like that. Sorry. But anybody who if you're a part of something that is a journey that where you actually let me flip this camera around. Give me a second, y'all. To all member states who supported this resolution. We wish to thank those who engaged in its consideration in a spirit of dialogue, reflection, and good faith. Well, your country just voted against the UN resolution of slavery, so I don't know. That's kind of skeptical. I'm good on the Argentina. I have no reason to go over there. No, thank you. I'm good. The racist practice that they still practice are still in evidence. I remember that war of 14 something where the Argentinian government sent all the African slaves that they had into battle to go and die. That's pretty messed up. Yeah, so Argentina was one of the countries that was okay with saying no, slavery was not a catastrophe. Huh. If it's not a catastrophe, what it is? What is it? But in any event, let me play this right here. We acknowledge that views differed during this process, and we note the positions taken by delegations that were not in a position to support the resolution at this time. The adoption of this text is not an arrival at a destination, but rather a major step in our ongoing journey and collective conversation preparatory justice. We remain committed to continued engagement with all member states in the shared spirit of cooperation. Yesterday, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, who initiated this landmark resolution, talked about the importance of language, how it shapes our understanding of the past and our vision for the future. Today, through this resolution, the world. You know what I'm going to do? All right, y'all. Let me flip the camera because this is just wild. You see right there, a lot of these countries are basically saying that they're basically saying by ignoring the the vote, basically saying that you don't matter. That's basically what they're saying to us. You don't matter. That's cool. We do matter, and we know that you voted against it. It's not really shocking to me that the U.S. is a part of something that's atrocious. America's always try to find a way to take slavery and shove it under the rug. no 40 acres and a mule, no apology, no nothing. I personally, y'all, I don't want no damn apology. Because a white person giving an apology about slavery is of no consequence to me, because it'd be hollow. And then when you have 60% of the country who's majorly racist, who have an idiot president who's in office, now's a good time to be to act. What did you think was going to happen when he was in office? He wasn't. What did you think? You got that useless Marco Rubio, who is a sellout, who's an Uncle Tom and a coon. What do you think he was going to do? No, they were not going to do a vote yes. I was counting on them voting no, because that's what the U.S. does. It's always finding a way to try to get around all its sins, all the chaos, all the pain and anger, and all the, oh my God, all the messed up stuff. Look, let me play this thing right here. This has been the funniest thing, playing stuff like this. Seeing stuff like this from Europeans doesn't shock me.
People, thank you so much for joining me once again. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're already here with me, try and hit the like button. Subscribe to be part of this awesome, amazing family. And don't forget also to put us on notification so that anytime we drop any update, you have access to it. Shout out to those of you who always like the video before even starting. This resolution tabled by Ghana, backed by African Union and others, was opposed by few people, and some of the few people also abstained from it, has brought out a heat debate on the internet. UK, for example, like these parliamentarians are angry.
No, of course they are angry
of the decision taken by UK. Some of them, to their personal view, their representative, the person representing UK at the United Nations, is not supposed to abstain. That decision was wrong. They are supposed to oppose it. They are supposed to stand to vote against it. And others are also saying that why do we have to pay for something we were not part of? It's something that happened years ago. So
that's funny.
Are we coming to pay the price for it? Others are also arguing that, you are enjoying the benefit of it.
Sir.
So it became a whole banter on its own. So I'm going to play a couple of clips. Even there's one particular, how do you call it, interview that you'll be watching right now. It was a complete debate. One of the guys was asking, what exactly are we apologizing for? Now, when you look at the people who have problem with this whole thing, they kind of like sharing my view in a way. They don't have a problem with the recognition of this past atrocity as the gravest crime against humanity. That is not their problem. Their problem is centered around two major requests or two major conditions in the resolution, which is number one, formal apology and reparation. These two are their problem. Some have problem with the apology, and some are having problem with the money aspect. Some are even crying that this is going to crash their economy. They cannot go back.
Nobody gives a damn about your economy because you didn't give a fuck about the economy of Africans when you were. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. Go ahead and get on Google, man. But part of the problem is that some of these countries that are mad as hell about going broke, that's your damn problem if you go broke. Nobody cares if you go broke. You didn't care about the slaves when you took them from their homes, so why should they care about you going broke? This was inevitable, man. You have to pay for the sins of your fathers. And your sins, you are enjoying the fruits of their labor too. So no, we don't. You don't get to pick and choose which one you
trying to pay for something they are not part of. And as I'm talking to you, some of the parliamentarians in UK, the lawmakers are even threatening that, UN, they can stop funding UN. UK play a major role in the funding of UN. UK, USA, these people play major role. So taking decision that doesn't favor them, somehow anyhow doesn't sit well with them. So family, we are going to get right into this detail right now. First of all, listen to this. This is from Farage, and this is what he's saying. According to him, they should forget it. They are not paying shishi. All right, they are not paying shishi. Listen to this.
The United Nations has voted for the United Kingdom to pay trillions of pounds in slavery reparations for the slave trade. Is it time to defund the United Nations?
These trillions that they are mentioning is not official. Okay, it is not official. This is from unofficial a comment of activists and people who the right groups. It is not official, but I mean the calculation is in trillions. So the United Nations urged that they should, go into agreement and talk and find a way to compensate and apology and all the things right there. So the journalist asked a specific question: is it time to defund the UN? That is a serious question. Listen to this.
Look, it was a UN court that gave an advisory judgment to give away the Chagos Islands. It is now the United Nations telling us we should go bankrupt to apologise for what people did in 1775 or whatever it might have been. Forget it. The UN has no legitimacy over this country whatsoever. If you add to that other elements like the World Health Organization, which I don't believe we should be a part of at all, frankly, we're being kicked in the teeth repeatedly by the United Nations, treated abusively.
We should get the hell out of here.
It's quite simple.
Referring to some parts,
this is hilarious. Now, to hear a white guy talking about we've been treated fairly and abused, kicked in the teeth, like, get the hell out of here. Are you serious? With all the atrocities that you guys have committed, you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous when you have somebody who thinks that it's okay to just dismiss somebody else's, how can I put this nicely? Slavery wasn't just the physical degradation of humanity. They literally dehumanized. They stacked you on top of each other to ship you to other countries, to use you as free labor, to sell you to whomever, wherever across the world. No, you have to answer for that shit. There's no getting, I don't give a damn how Europe feels. I don't care if you think you're going to go broke. You're going to go broke anyway. So this is just going to help you go broke faster. You're going to pay for what you have to pay for. If you think, it's funny how these European countries think that they can abstain, and by abstaining, that makes you innocent. You're not innocent. There's no innocence about what you did. You're going to have to pay for what you did. There's no getting around it. There's no, you're going to pay reparations, period. And if you think you're going to muscle African countries, that's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like over here, telling the AES what to do. Europe, a resolution about receiving Bazou from Niger. He's a criminal. He was a useless president. That's why he deserves to be under house arrest. He was giving France all the uranium Niger has. It's always about resources. The slavery, it's all about resources. They stole, they pillaged, and robbed and maimed human beings in the millions and millions and millions. 12.3 million slaves were taken. 15 thrown away in the Atlantic Ocean. Thrown away in the Atlantic Ocean. And we, as family or descendants, have to have a grip of actually what happened. Now that's a major mess. They no getting around this. Like me, I don't want to hear any nonsense from anybody. And all the people that are usually crying about these European countries, whining. And of course, America, I'm not even gonna bother with America. America is bitch made. You know what I'm saying? America is bitch made. If it's all about doing the wrong thing and looking like a bully, America is down for that. I did not allow, and I will not allow anyone to tell me how to understand slavery. These dudes, man, what they did was wrong. Give me a second, y'all. What they did was wrong. Wrong is wrong, man. And anybody trying to dance around that problem is full of shit. So, thank you for the likes, I see. I mean, you have one autonomous thing that you need to think about. In what way do you think? I mean, you know what my question is? Yeah, I think this. I can't believe you say you're from Argentina. You're actually watching the live stream. That's actually quite shocking. Because your country just voted no against reparations for Africans. That's somewhat wild. That is somewhat wild. I don't see a situation where. Give me a second, y'all. I have no idea what any of that stuff means, but I don't see a scenario where years from now Europe doesn't pay what it owes. Europe's going broke no matter what. So all the whining that I hear from all these English people, and the fun thing about English people is that they're the OGs of racism. Nobody's more racist than them. Nobody, and I mean nobody's more racist than them. They take racism to another level with a overqualified, with a nightsticks. They've done a lot of messed up stuff to a lot of people that live in England. Nobody's more racist than England, man. And the word England, man, England is a shit show, man. Well, I'm talking about reparations. I am talking about reparations. But that's where we stand. You know, you kind of really have to understand exactly what is going on. But yeah, you know what, y'all? Let me log back into this chat and come back in again. Because I think the technical issues I was having was causing me problems. So, but you have to understand, like, the main thing why you're here is basically reparations. Reparations are due no matter what. It's about damn time we got around to it, man. I'll be frank about it. You know what I mean? All the countries that voted against it, America, Argentina, Israel. I think you're from Argentina. Well, I want nothing in Argentina, but Argentina. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Harmony Delvey. What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Live stream Tuesday. It's a bit of a heavy subject. Hey, Harmony, how you doing? Talking about reparations for slavery, man. It could get ugly. Some people might want to stick around, some people might not. You know what I mean? But part of the truth is just telling the truth. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Oh yeah, let me finish this video. Let me show y'all this video. I wasn't done showing y'all this. I need to show y'all this right here.
Decision made by United Nations which has affected them negatively, and this is like the United Nations is kicking them in the teeth, and therefore, I mean, you can see that they are not pleased with the decision, and they share the view that, I mean, they are not supposed to be doing this because they are not part of it. But the question is, are they enjoying the wealth of it? I mean, that's also another thing altogether. At the end of the speech, he made it clear that it is time to, we shouldn't even be giving money to the United Nations because, sometimes they give high money and contribute a lot, and then major contribution come from them because the one decision should be favoring them. You understand? So when decision go against them, it become a banter. Now, another one here, Kevin McKinsey, is a news editor. This is what he has to say about this.
What is incredible about this is that reparation would,
African slavery? So that's where we at. I mean, you have to. It's a mess. But let me go ahead and come back into the chat. And reparations are due because this is something I'm going to work on a two part of it. I got to get the second part. I got to work on the two part of it. But it's two parts of it, man. There's no getting around that. So y'all, let me come back into the stream and I'll be back. So thank all of y'all for joining me tonight, man. Thank y'all for being part of the chat tonight. As always, y'all continue to inspire and achieve. Have a good night. Stay safe, y'all. Peace.